I loved Ghana. I really, really loved Ghana. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm Nigerian, I'd say that like Ghana is definitely up there with the best.
Guys, I welcome you live on SVTV Africa. If you just chance on our channel, YouTube, subscribe to our channel. We have all the great content when it comes to social issues, entertainment, and sports. It's SVTV Africa. My name is DJ Nyame. Today, I'm going to have a wonderful and lovely chat with one Nigerian musician. I'm going to do entertainment, and she is based in the UK. So straightforward, fast forward, let's go to UK. I'm in Ghana here, live from the studio, and I'm visiting her in her home. I don't know whether she's at home or she's at work. Anyway, I welcome you live on SVTV Africa, Priscilla Inwachi. Did I get it right?
Yeah, Priscilla Inwachi, yes.
Priscilla Inwachi. Priscilla Inwachi, I welcome you live on SVTV Africa. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm blessed. I'm happy. Yeah.
Nice. I can see from your facial expression that you are blessed and you are happy. You have more pounds now, eh?
Well, if I don't have them now, maybe very soon.
Very soon. But you look happy, so maybe probably you have some more pounds. And anyway, which part of UK are you?
So I'm based in the East Midlands, in a place called Northamptonshire.
Okay. I was there last year though.
In the UK or in the
I was in UK. I was in UK last year. I was all over the place. Birmingham, Wolverhampton, West Bromwich, Northampton, name them.
Okay.
Manchester, good. Liverpool, Telford. I went to so many places, so I was all over.
That's good. I'm actually originally from Liverpool. That's where I was born.
Okay.
In Liverpool, but I schooled in Wolverhampton.
Oh,
but
okay.
I live now in Northamptonshire.
Oh, okay. I see. Today we want to know you. Where are you from in Niger?
So I'm Igbo. I'm from a tribe called Igbo, and my parents are from Imo State. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So have you been going to Nigeria?
I have. Yeah, I've been 5 times. Yeah, the most recent time actually was just over a month ago. I was there, but prior to that, I hadn't been for about 10 years. I had a 10-year break, but I was
10
there.
Years break.
Yeah, I hadn't been for 10 years. Yeah.
Why? What's the reason?
Because the last time I went, I got extremely sick. I got typhoid, malaria. Yeah, so and I just hadn't been back. Although I'd planned to go, but COVID happened.
Maybe you were doing more eating in town. You were not eating at home, right?
Yeah, I started thinking I was acclimatized, and I started eating local booker food, and I think that's when I got sick.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how many siblings you have? Since you said you were born in Liverpool, right?
Yeah. So I have 4 siblings. We're 5 altogether. 3 girls, 2 boys.
Yeah. Are you the firstborn?
I'm second born. Second oldest.
Oh, okay. So growing up, tell us more about Liverpool.
Liverpool was a very interesting place to grow up. When I was growing up, there wasn't we didn't have social media and things like that. So me and my siblings entertained ourselves, playing outside, riding on our bikes, and also making our own home movies. Liverpool, we did enjoy growing up in Liverpool. However, I did experience some racism. I would say it is a bit multicultural, but not like London and the Midlands. So I think they're catching up now. I think they are catching up now. But back when I was growing up, I did experience racism, not just from white people, but from also mixed race people, being of African origin. they would make jests of my parents' accent and things like that. But that also helped to make me stronger. So it's when I now moved away from Liverpool to study in Wolverhampton that I was able to, mix more with a lot more Black people that were proud of where they came from and their heritage. And that's when I started having a lot more interest in my own heritage.
So do you speak your local dialect or do you understand it? You say Igbo, right?
Igbo, yeah. I don't speak it. I hear small. I can understand pidgin, but I hear small Igbo, but I don't speak it now.
What happened? Your parents were not speaking with you guys?
That's it. That's exactly what happens. Yeah, I think to learn your local language, you need to be engaging in conversation with your parents or your family, and
Mm.
yes, that didn't happen. So for me to start learning Igbo now later on in life, it's going to be like me learning French or or Spanish. Although I do hear small. Yeah.
You do hear small. So when you say how are you, how do you say how are you in Igbo?
You put me on the spot now.
F
Kedu?
what? Kedu?
Kedu? Yeah.
Kedu? It means
Yeah,
how are you? And
yeah,
how
and
do
it
you
means
respond? Kedu?
Odima. Odima means I'm fine.
Od Odima. Oh, okay.
Odima,
So
yeah.
Kedu?
Odima.
Odima. Okay. I'm also trying to learn from you. Anyway, I hope you are not going to mislead me.
No, at least that one I know.
Okay, let's talk about life, going our education, lifestyle. You just mentioned some few ones. So you schooled in Liverpool,
In
and then growing
Wolverhampton.
up. What was the plan? What did you wanted to do, and all that?
Yeah, so yeah, I schooled my primary and secondary education in Liverpool. When I
Mm,
was growing up, I wanted to be a singer. I always
mm,
wanted to sing. Yeah, and I actually used to sing a lot in church. So I was always involved in choirs, and even in my school, if they'd have performances, I'd get selected to perform solos and things like that. But then when I started growing up, I started having an interest in journalism. So
okay.
yeah, so that's what I studied. When I now moved to Wolverhampton to go to university, I
Mm.
studied broadcast journalism, although I never continued in that line of work. But yeah, so singing was always a passion of mine. And then my interest as a career was journalism.
So your profession, you are going to be a journalist, right?
I wanted to
You
be
want
a
to be a
journalist.
who inspired you, or what inspired you to go into this journalism thing?
I love talking. I love to talk.
Mm,
Yeah, I just thought it would be brilliant to make a career out of something that I like to do naturally.
mm,
And yeah, amongst my friends, always like having a laugh and always got something interesting to talk about. So yes, that was a real interest of mine, specifically radio. I wanted to be a
mm,
radio presenter.
mm. And who do you look up to?
When I was growing up, I used to listen to Trevor Nelson a lot on Radio One. I think Radio One, One Extra. But yeah, I used to listen to Trevor Nelson a lot, and then also some local Liverpool radio stations. Was it City FM, I believe? And they changed to Radio City later. But yeah,
You're also a musician.
yeah. So I didn't go into the broadcasting field. I then got into other professions. But yeah, I did. Musician is something that I'd always wanted to be. Although I
Mm,
did take a break
mm.
for a few years
So
before.
you're doing the music as like a hobby or something?
Yeah, I was doing the music in churches, in
Mm,
church, singing in churches. I'd get invited for programs. I even travelled around Europe with a pastor that I used to sing for. So yeah, I was really very much into singing, but mainly in the church and also for weddings as well. I'd sang as a wedding performer.
When you decided to go into journalism, what did your parents say? Did they say it's good or change it or don't do it? Or nah, I want you to I want you to do this. I want you to become this somebody like this man or this woman. What did they say?
They were very okay with my choice when I was going to university. They are quite modern Nigerian parents. They didn't
Mm,
say, oh, you have to be a medical doctor or you have to be engineering. Just whatever you're doing, make sure that you're good at it. But they supported me in that career, although I didn't follow it up. But yeah, they did support me, so it wasn't difficult to get their support with that.
do you have any hobbies or interests aside this music thing?
Aside music, I love to travel. I haven't
Mm,
done it enough, but I love to
mm,
I love traveling. I love
mm,
traveling, and I love different types of food from different places.
mm.
Yes, I'd say they're my interests and socializing, but with with friends, like I'd say they're the things that interest me aside from music. But if we're talking about my real passion, my real hobby, that is music.
Okay, so apart from you being in Nigeria, you say you've been in Nigeria like a couple of times. Aside Nigeria, where have you traveled to?
Okay. So I'll take Europe first and then I'll do outside Europe. So within Europe, I've been to Germany, I've been to Austria, I've been to Switzerland a couple of times.
Mm,
I have been to Greece. I've been to Italy.
mm.
And then for outside Europe, I have been to Nigeria a few times. I've been to Ghana. I spent about a month there.
You've been to Ghana?
I've been to Ghana and I loved
Oh,
it. I've been to Trinidad and Tobago. I've been to Barbados. I've been
wow. A
to
lot of a
US.
lot of places.
Yeah, a
So
lot
so
of places.
so what's your favorite place so far? You've been to all these places.
I loved Ghana. I really, really loved Ghana. And I really, really loved Barbados. And
Oh,
then within Europe, I loved Italy. It reminded me of, it gave me African vibes. Like it was really, yeah, it was very homely. I felt at home there. But yeah, Barbados, I think is my top. Barbados is my top. Yeah, I'd love to go there again.
wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Why do you say you love Ghana?
Ghana. It's very calm,
Mm,
lovely. I love the weather, very calm, and also I love the food. The food was really nice, and the people. I just liked it. It's just beautiful, beautiful environment,
mm,
clean.
mm, mm.
Yeah. So yeah, I really loved it over there. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm Nigerian, I'd say that like Ghana is definitely up there with the best.
Do you have friends in Ghana? Or you just came as a tourist, you went around alone and all that?
So what it was, I was attending a Ghanaian church at the time. So they were having a program. So I actually went to Ghana for that program. And while I was there, I made friends. But there were already some people that I knew from the UK that went to some of the UK branches that when I was over there, we hung out with. And also I was given a place to stay with a family in Ghana there. So they took me round and it was lovely. Then with the church as well, we also went on some tours and did some activities. So it was, yeah, it was a lovely, lovely time.
You've been to so many countries. So which country has the friendliest people?
Friendliest people. Barbados had friendly people. They're really friendly. And also
Why? Why? Why saying the friendly?
they were
Mm,
just very helpful and very helpful and very calm. So when we needed directions, when we needed recommendations, yeah, they were very helpful. So yeah, and then I would say when I went to Italy, I found them very helpful as well. I'm not too sure about the locals because I didn't really spend much time with the locals. But in terms of like there were a lot of Italian Ghanaians that were there because again that was through a church program and they were very kind as well.
So, what's the best piece of travel advice so far you received?
I would say I always like to travel light with my hand luggage. Because once I'm checked in, I like to have free hands. Secondly, also because if you want to buy anything from the duty free, you have space to put it in. Because if you travel heavy, you may not have enough space in your hand luggage. And secondly, you're restricted on things that you can bring with you, like liquids. They need to be below 100 mils. So if you get a duty free now, if you want to get your perfumes and things like that at a discounted cost, you can buy them and put them in. But yeah, I'd say traveling light, and also just making sure that you just relax and enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. I love getting on flights. It's just so therapeutic for me. I love relaxing and then just, yes, soaking it in the journey.
Oh, I see. So,
Yeah.
what's the food that you mixed so far?
One of the foods which I really, really loved. Okay, so when I went to Ghana, I loved
Mhm.
your equivalent of suya. So in Nigeria, we have something called suya. It's like your kebabs.
Suya,
Kebabs.
suya, yeah,
Yeah,
suya,
yeah, I loved them. You had two different types. There was a
yeah.
meat one, and then there was one that looked like, I don't know if it looked like sausages. I can't remember, but I loved the suya. That was really
So,
lovely.
meaning you love meat, eh?
I like meat. Not when it's
You
not
like
when
meat.
it's too hard though, because when it's too hard, when it's too hard, it hurts my teeth. But yeah, I love Sia. Also, when I went to Germany, I stayed with a lady, and she was from Ghana, and she made this beautiful, beautiful peanut soup.
Mm.
She made this peanut soup, and did I have it with fufu? I can't remember, but I think, yeah, and that was the best peanut soup I'd ever had. It was really beautiful.
Do you prefer hot, cold temperature places?
Hot, 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 hot,
Why
hot.
hot?
My skin is made. Our skin is made for hot weather. For hot weather.
So you don't like cold weather, eh?
No, no, it's not for me. I live in the UK. It's cold all the time. Even in
Okay.
summer, it's cold. I
Then you
know.
need to move and come and stay in Africa.
I do. To be honest with you, if I
Oh,
have,
one day you come and stay here.
yes, definitely, definitely. If I have the opportunity to, I will.
Are you dating African man?
I'm not dating at the moment, but I tend to go for African
Be-
men, but maybe I need to change that.
Beautiful lady like you are single. Why?
I'm single.
Why are you still single? Is it like you've not met the right guy yet?
I entered into a wrong relationship,
Hmm.
so that's no more. So I am single now. Yeah.
So you are not ready to date now, to mingle now.
I'm ready to date. I'm definitely ready to date if the right
Because you've
person.
been to all these places and all that. I know people will approach you. This one say you are beautiful. Oh, I like you. I want to be friend with you and all that. Let's study each other and all that. You've been meeting guys. I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult to meet guys, but it's
Uh,
difficult to meet guys that come correct.
mm,
So
mm,
I'm at that place in my life now that if I meet somebody, the person needs to add to my life in a
mm,
positive way. So
mm,
yes, I am single, and I'm waiting on God for the right person.
mm.
And yeah,
So if you want to date now, your kind of man will be who? What do you look?
so definitely he needs to be God fearing, and not God fearing by mouth,
Mm,
in character.
mm,
Somebody that's God fearing, somebody that's supportive, somebody that's not intimidated to be with a strong, ambitious, driven woman. So yeah, it's about being a partnership, being a team, somebody that I can grow with.
mm,
I also like when people are knowledgeable and have a certain intelligence about them. That can be in academia, in just everyday life, and
mm.
also with biblical principles as well and things. Because I want somebody that I can also look up to and learn from as well. So I think that's very important. And then also somebody with good communication skills, because aside from like being my partner or being my husband, we need to be friends. So we need to be on the same wavelength personality wise, somebody that I can laugh with, have fun with, somebody that, you know, in as much as there's a time for being serious, also has the fun side as well and would like to go on holiday and travel and experience life. There's time for work, there's a time for play.
Wow. Let's talk about your music. What kind of music do you do?
The type of music that I do.
Yeah, genre music.
Yes, so I am a gospel / inspirational artist. So yeah, most of my songs that you find me writing will be about God, about God's love, or about love, things like that. Anything inspirational, but they will always have a positive message. So that's my genre of music. Now, in terms of the style, that may be in different forms. So naturally, I am a worshipper, so I worship. However, my songs vary from Afrobeat to Amapiano to contemporary to worship. So I'm very versatile in terms of the style and the delivery of what that gospel music or inspirational music sounds like. But they will always have that sort of background gospel inspirational.
Is there
Yeah.
any other musician like you've monitored trying to be like this person? I want to be like this person. I love the way this person sings and all that. Like your mentor or something.
Yeah, so I have two when it comes to gospel, I have two people, and both of them male actually that I really love. I love Nathaniel Bassey. I just really think that he's an anointed worshipper and psalmist. And I also love Pastor William McDowell as well. I love his style. So yeah, when it comes to contemporary worship, they are the people that I um, look up to. Yeah.
So what made you want to become a musician?
It's been something that's been in me since I was a child.
Mm.
When I was like, when I was, for as long as I could remember, as soon as I could start, as soon as I could read and write, I was writing songs. So as well as being a singer, I songwrite as well. And it's something that came easily to me. It's not something that I struggle with. Some melodies I would just would come in my head and I'd write the lyrics too. But as I now got older, and I started, and that's when I realized that it was a gift and it was my calling. And then I would get songs in my dream. I would I would be sleeping and I would hear a song in my dream, a chorus in my dream, and I'd be woken up like to record the song. So look, we have mobile phones these days. So what I would do is I'll wake up and I'll record the melody on my phone. But yeah, so that's when I realized, you know, it's something that I should be taking seriously. But I haven't done that until now. I haven't stepped out and making that big leap until now, or taken that big leap until now. But yeah, so I get songs in my dream. I get songs when I'm washing the dishes, when I'm showering. It just come easily to me.
Okay, so do you know how to play any other instruments? Have you tried
No,
playing any other, learning something?
no.
You're a musician, so if you're a musician, you need to learn some instruments.
There was a time that I attempted to learn the guitar. I love guitar, and if there was any instrument that I could play to accompany me, it would have been guitar. But I always say that my voice is my instrument, so I don't play any instruments. Unfortunately, I just
Okay.
sing. However, I do like. It's very easy for me to like direct in terms of melody, by just singing the tunes. It's what I want. If I want to give it to a producer, I can say, okay, I
Oh.
want the chords to sound like this. So yeah.
Do you have album out or single or what?
So I released my debut single Just Like You last Friday, the 8th of April. So that's the first ever single I've released. However, I do have some songs that I have worked on in the studio prior to that, some years ago when I was taking my music seriously, but I never released those tracks. But yeah, so my first debut single was the one that was released on Friday.
So how is the promotion going and all that?
It's going well. It's going well. It seems to be generating more interest, I would say, in Africa.
Mm. Mm.
So I think that's where I want to focus on. Yeah, so it seems to be getting interested there, but the promotion is still ongoing. And I would say that's the hard part, making the track, creating the video. They're the fun part, but then you got the serious part of marketing it and getting people to hear it. So that is still ongoing, and I'm still building up my team. So yeah.
So you have a management team?
I don't have a management team at the moment.
Mm.
I have a UK-based marketing team that helped me on over this side, and I'm just building up a team in Nigeria. But I am actually looking for management. So if anybody out there interested, hit me up.
How are you going to, what's the plan? How are you going to promote it? Since you said your target is Africa, how are you going to promote it? Are you going to travel around, or you just use the social media to promote it? What's the plan?
For now, what I'm intending on doing is using social media for now. Then hopefully, when it picks up and when I gain more interest, if I get invited for shows and things like that, then I can start to travel. But for now, I need to start doing the groundwork of getting more traction and getting myself known. Because I'm just a new emerging gospel artist, so I need to get known first. So yeah, as soon as it starts to generate interest, and if I do get invited for places, then that's when I can start traveling and touring.
So what can we get your music to either listen or watch?
So Just Like You is available on all major platforms, so Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, all of them. You can you can just search for my name, Priscilla Nwachi, and Just Like You. The music videos out on YouTube. So my YouTube page channel is Priscilla Nwachi. And yeah, and all of those as well, you'll have the links to my link tree, which will give you access to all my social media. You can also follow me on Instagram, that's Priscilla Nwachi, and on my Twitter, Nwachi Priscilla. So yeah.
Most of the artists, they have stage name. You don't have stage name. You are using your real name.
That is my stage name, actually. So Priscilla is my first name, Nwachi is my middle name. Nwachi is my middle name. So yeah, so that is the name I've chosen for my stage name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so what's your last message? What do you have to say for passing through? Thanks for passing through the show. What do you have to say? Any last message? Anything? Shout outs?
Yes, I would just like to shout out everybody that supported me and over the years that have encouraged me to pursue this dream of singing, even when I wanted to give up. As I said, I had a long break, with life, work, career. So I would say that, and a young daughter as well. So so I would say that it is good to keep on striving. When you know what your gift or your calling is, you may get trials from different directions, but I would just say don't give up. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up, because we only have one life and we need to use it wisely. And even if we are doing something, even if we do have a career, it doesn't stop us from also following and pursuing our passions as well. So keep on pushing, keep on striving. There's nothing that you can't do. So long as you try hard, you can get there, you can make it. So yeah, and another thing is as well, I would say is just continue to trust in God. He's been my guide and my hope. So when things have been hard for me, when things have been difficult for me, I always look up to him, and he's always seen me through. So yeah, and a big shout out to my parents, my siblings, and my friends.
My last question before I sign out: What will you do if you made a mistake during performance?
What would I do if I made a mistake during performance? Continue from where I left off. You never ever make it obvious that you've made a mistake. I would literally just ad lib or because there has been some times when I've performed and I've got the lyrics mixed up. I would ad lib or repeat the same verse again, or the same part of the chorus. I keep it flowing. If you act natural, nobody will ever know.
Nice one. Thanks so much for passing through SVTV Africa. Priscilla Mwachi, live from UK. Thank you so much, SVTV Africa. We say thank you for passing through. My name is DJ Nyame. I'll thank my production crew, DJ Click, Sharon, and Tina. If you meet me in town, just say tour and I'll respond to tour. Our platform is open to all. If you want to come on this daily hustle worldwide, all you need is the internet. Just like having Priscilla on my show. It's through the internet. I'm already in UK. I'm sitting here, but I'm already in UK. Having a nice chat, wonderful chat with her. Thank you so much, guys. Charlie, see you again. Nice one. Tour. I'm out.